My husband and I were the victims of a glitch in reality. My husband was trying to spoil me, so he was taking me on a little trip to nature. We were going down this road called Tollhouse. It's near Fresno, California. It kind of goes near the foothills, so the foothills are the little hills that you go through right before you get to the mountains. And as we're driving along those foothills, which is the Tollhouse Road, all of a sudden there's this little kind of house thing on to the right-hand side, and it's actually a store. You can't get any gas there, but you can get ice and you can get some little snacks and maybe some bait for further up the road. Well, once you pass that store, there's not much. There's just like some houses sporadically, and they're like really sporadic. These are talking like ranch houses, and each of them are on like acres and acres and acres, and you have to keep going on that road for quite a while before you make it to the mountains. Well, we're on Tollhouse. We're driving straight, and this is one of those roads where there's one lane going one direction and one lane going the other direction. There's not really a shoulder to pull off on. There's no place to turn around, and there's like a ditch on either side. So you're not going to be turning around. And then of course there's lots of windy turns, so you're not going to be, doing any kind of U-turns because you don't know what's around the corner. There's like basically no safe place to turn around on this road. So we're on this road, we're going straight, we're talking about, just random things. We pass this little tiny house. It's on the right-hand side, and it's this house that is a convenience store. As soon as we pass it, I start getting this kind of weird feeling, this kind of like creepy feeling. But I'm not saying anything to my husband. And I'm starting to look at the trees, and I'm feeling like, man, I wonder if we're in fairy territory, because it feels kind of creepy. It kind of feels like we're being watched, and it kind of feels like we're being judged. But I didn't want to say anything to my husband. Then next thing I know, we're on that same road going the opposite direction, facing the other freaking direction, and we're passing the same little store we just passed, but this time it's on our left-hand side because we're going the opposite road, going the opposite direction. How did that happen? As a reminder, there's no place to turn around. If we were going to turn around, you would have to keep driving until you found a turnout and then purposely done a turnaround. There's literally no way to do this. But one second we're going one direction, next second we're coming back. It's almost like we were leaving. Well, my husband says, what just happened? We're going the opposite direction. And I said, did you turn around? He's like, no, what just happened? And I'm like, I don't really know, but a minute ago I started feeling kind of weird. So I was literally praying to the fairies, please let us pass through. We mean no harm. We'll leave no trace. Whatever this is, just let us through. But I didn't say that out loud. That was in my mind. I was in my mind praying that because I was getting that weird feeling. And he says, no way. He's like, as soon as we passed that house, I was getting this really weird feeling, like something freaky was going to happen. He's like, next thing I know, we're going the opposite direction, going down the same road, but going the opposite way. What happened? How did we turn around? We weren't missing any time. There was literally 0 time missing, but somehow we passed this building, and then seconds later we're passing the building coming back like we were on our return trip. It freaks me out still to this day. I've had a lot of weird things happen to me, but this is its own thing. This is the first time I've had a jump in time like that, where I'm going one direction and then I'm going the other direction. Like, there was literally no way for us to turn around. Has anything like this ever happened to you? Comment below, please, if this has happened to you. I need to know I'm not the only one.